And here it is. We go again. Roll up, ladies and gentlemen. One man went to mow. Here it is. We go again. Here I am again on your screens. I hope you are there with me. The session has commenced and your company is required. That thing that happens twice a day, the first installation of it, all matters Nigeria up for discussion. The usual protocol, if you're coming in, click on the like button. And if you're not already subscribed, then please do that. If you're new to the platform, then welcome. It's an open microphone session that we run here. And the open microphone is the hyperlink in the comment section that says StreamYard. So if you click on that hyperlink, then it will bring you into a studio space. And as soon as I've finished reading out the talking points, I'll let you onto the screen and I shall sample your opinion around the talking points. So that is how it happens. It's an organic sort of a platform. The only thing that is guaranteed is the talking points. But then what is said about the talking point is in the lap of the gods. So this is how it goes. It's an explosive session usually. This session, I am anticipating no different. One man went to mow. The eagle has landed.
Another Savior, holy, 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 Adimebujuku. Another Savior, holy, 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 Adimebujuku.
Well, this is Mobien. This is dedicated to the gallant heroes of the Nigerian Biafra War and IPO families all over the world. I remember the Nigerian Biafran War, in the thickness of the Biafra genocide. Hey, one man revived the vanishing hope to life. Let the great Biafran army to fight, and they were singing out, holy, 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 is another Savior. They were singing out, holy, 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 is another Savior. Holy, 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 is another Savior. Many years after the genocide, whoa, yet another great leader has risen up now. Oh, and he's leading the Biafrans to victory. Inyamadika yabika kwa namno. Hey, anamekele mazuche mefo. Manemo, it's an honor having you on board. When I'm singing along, holy, 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 Nnamdi Kanu is another Savior. Sing along, holy, 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 Nnamdi Kanu is another Savior. When I sing along, holy, 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 is another Savior. Getting it right and getting it fast now. Holy, 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 Nnamdi Kanu is another Savior. Holy, holy, getting it right, holy, fast, never freedom. Is another Savior. Yeah, for freedom. Holy, 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 Nnamdi Kanu is another Savior.
Another Savior, holy, 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 Adimebujuku. Another Savior, holy, 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 Adimebujuku.
Well, this is Mobien. This is dedicated to the gallant heroes of the Nigerian Biafra War and IPO families all over the world. I remember the Nigerian Biafran War, in the thickness of the Biafra genocide. Hey, one man revived the vanishing hope to life. Let the great Biafran army to fight, and they were singing out, holy, 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 is another Savior. They were singing out, holy, 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 Many years after the genocide, whoa, yet another great leader has risen up now. Oh, and he's leading the Biafrans to victory. In your madika, yabika kokwa namno wow. Hey, ana mekele mazuche mefo.
And there it is right there. Holy, holy Nnamdi Kanu, the other savior. So holy, holy, as guys, I bring you this. Deborah Samuel, CAN directs all churches to hold nationwide protest. So a lot of people have been very critical of the Christian Association of Nigeria's silence somewhat, or inaction, should I say, over yet again another death. Just one too many now. But it looks as though now they are looking to now, apart from protesting, now take a direct action stance. Deborah Samuel, Christian Association of Nigeria, directs all churches to hold nationwide protest. So quite what that entails and who is going to go along with it, all of that to be found out. As president, restructuring will be my first task. It is Atiku, of course, making this now go-to promise that every Nigerian politician seeking to be president of Nigeria makes. So they very quickly tell you they will restructure the country, but as soon as they get elected, they will say, what does restructure even mean? We don't understand what restructure means. We had it with Buhari, of course. Goodluck Jonathan made the same promises. I'm not sure. I think Yar'Adua may have made the same promises as well. So he goes to that go-to. That is just their first calling card, but are guaranteed as anything, as soon as he becomes president, if he ever does become president, he will suddenly suffer amnesia and say, where did I say that? Go and bring me the video. As president, restructuring will be my first task, a headline attributed to the Adamawa Atiku. Igbo, sorry, let me actually, hold on. Right, just hold on 1 second. Okay, let me bring this forward so that it's in the proper sequence. Right, so let's bring this first. Nnamdi Kanu sad over killings sit-at-home order in the southeast. It is Soludo speaking. He, of course, as a lot of you would know, has been to visit Nnamdi Kanu at the DSS detention center. And this is his drive now to do away with that agitation narration, because it's proven to be an impediment to all of the plans that he wants to unfurl in Anambra State. So to end the agitation space, he has to go to the head of that space and get him on board. And this seems to be what Soludo is doing, which is a masterstroke politics by him, by my reckoning. Nnamdi Kanu sad over killings, sit-at-home order in the southeast, a headline attributed to Soludo. So still with that space, Igbo group hails Soludo's visit to Nnamdi Kanu. So this is practical politics now being played by the governor of Anambra State, because he has to do that heavy work of getting Nnamdi Kanu on board in order to effect the change that is needed to end the agitations. Nigeria's market regulators publishes rules on crypto assets. So before, it was just a total categorical ban on cryptocurrencies. But it looks as though the Nigerian space now, they cannot any longer ignore what seems now to be a global phenomenon. So rather than ban it, I think they're now looking to regulate it. So what regulations they are putting in place, we'll find out just shortly. Nigeria's market regulator publishes rules on crypto assets. So quite what the rules are and how that plays out, we'll find out shortly. Choose El Rufai as running mate. Kadunna APC begs Tinubu. So will El Rufai serve the most for Tinubu as the vice president is the question. Forget all this Muslim ticket. I don't think that anyone really is fixated on that one too much, or are they? But really, in terms of the politicking of it, it will be a boon for the Tinubu campaign if either El Rufai or Governor Zulum were essentially his designated or preferred running mate. But will El Rufai even subordinate himself to anyone? Well, the plea is there. Choose El Rufai as running mate. Kaduna APC begs Tinubu. So if they are jettisoning, then the Muslim outcry, is El Rufai really the best person to stand alongside Tinubu on the ticket? So Tinubu's running mate are something up for discussion as well. So plenty to go through. Lean back, kick back, take it easy, relax into it. If you are new to the space and you want to come and join us live on screen, click on the hyperlink that says StreamYard, and you'll be held in the studio space. As soon as I've finished reading out the talking points, I'll let you onto the screen and I'll sample your opinion. So that is how it works. It's an open microphone session. So click on the hyperlink that says StreamYard if you want to come on the screen. So that is voluntary. That is at your discretion. What is not at your discretion is clicking on the like button and clicking on the subscribe button. Those are mandatory. You must click on those because those help to boost the platform within the YouTube space. So as you set about the clicking, let me provide a little bit of a musical inducement. We stay within the East. Put on your dancing shoes as we partake in another Python dance.
Oh, you do I fall. Oh, Mary, one in this Abakare, Mama Daora, Olapori, Mary, Nnamdi, win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2, now Python dance 3. Olapori, Mary, Nnamdi, win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2, now Python dance 3. Olapori, Mary, Nnamdi go onye du aimo o meri woni nizu ngiro ya Abakare Mama Daora Unapuri Meri Nnamdi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2, now Python dance 3. Unapuri Meri Nnamdi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2, now Python dance 3. Unapuri Meri Nnamdi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2, now Python dance 3. Unapuri Meri Nnamdi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2, now Python dance 3. Unapuri Meri Nnamdi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2, now Python dance 3. Unapuri Meri Nnamdi.
And there you heard it. Yeah, there you heard it right there. The farmyard singers from the eastern parts of Nigeria. Bonny identity, they say, Nnamdi wins the war. So Bonny identity, as guys, I bring you this. Christian Association of Nigeria directs all churches to hold nationwide protest following the pandemonium that broke out in some parts of Sokoto State on Saturday by Muslim youth who violently protested the arrest of the alleged killers of Deborah. The Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, has directed all churches across the country and Christian stakeholders to embark on a peaceful nationwide protest. The protesters, who were demanding the immediate release of the suspects, destroyed churches, shops, and other properties belonging to Christians. Recall that Deborah Samuel, a 200-level student of Shehu Shagari College of Education, Sokoto State, was lynched over an alleged insult to Prophet Muhammad. However, a circular released on Saturday night by Christian Association of Nigeria's General Secretary, Joseph Daramola, said the protest would be organized by churches across the country to demand justice for the deceased. The protest will take place on the 22nd of May 2022 in the afternoon at 3 p.m. in every secretariat of the Christian Association of Nigeria nationwide and not on the streets in order to avoid further loss of lives. We urge those who could afford to make use of the traditional media and social media to give it wide coverage in order to sensitize the whole world. We also call on Nigerian Christians in diaspora to join us in using our embassies all over the world. The occasion can also be used to pray for Deborah's family and friends, peace for the country, victory for the church, and godly political leaders in the coming general election. Thanks and God bless you, the church organization said. So direct action now, but sort of. So I'm not quite sure what sort of protest is done within the four corners of a building. Don't go past the gate, but protest. Don't go past the gate. Don't go outside, but protest. This is a protesting. Is that what they did in Sokoto? Well, did they stay within their own yard and were protesting? This is the thing. But that is the Christian Association version of protesting. So from the protest of the Christians to the protestations of a Fulani man. As president, restructuring will be my first task. Atiku Abubakar. Former Vice President and presidential aspirant of the People's Democratic Party, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, has said if elected president in 2023, his first task in office would be to restructure the country so as to give all parts a sense of belonging. He also promised to give proper attention to the educational sector and prevent incessant strikes by university lecturers. Atiku spoke in Port Harcourt, the River State capital, where he went to solicit for support for his presidential ambition. The ex-VP described the ruling All Progressive Congress administration as a one-sided government that had caused so much division and insecurity in the country. He reiterated that restructuring of the country will be looked into after uniting the country, which according to him will be his number one assignment, to give every section of the country a sense of belonging and tackle insecurity frontally. I will give a sense of belonging to every ethnic group. I will give a sense of belonging to every religious group. After unifying the country, then we'll tackle insecurity. Unless we restore law and order and peace, we cannot do anything. After restoring security generally, we will now go to the economy. We have the experience. We took Nigeria from the bottom to the highest economy in Africa. Now APC has taken us down to the bottom, top to bottom. That is why I just can't understand why somebody can't vote for APC in this country, because we have suffered and we are suffering. Atiku. So there it is right there. Atiku then, that traditional go-to of the Nigerian politician. As soon as I come in, I will restructure the country. I am in now. I don't know what restructuring means. We've been there before. We've danced that dance before, and we've heard that track before. We've heard that track before, but is this a new song? Nnamdi Kanu sad over killings, sit-at-home order in the southeast. Soludo, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, is not happy over the sacrilegious killings of innocent persons, kidnappings, and all forms of criminalities, including the brutal enforcement of the senseless sit-at-home perpetrated by sundry groups claiming to be acting for on behalf of IPOB. Governor of Anambra State, Professor Charles Soludo, stated this on Saturday after his visit to Kanu, the detained leader of IPOB, at the headquarters of the Department of State Services, DSS, at the Department of State Security, DSS, on Friday. Soludo said the visit to Kanu was part of his wider consultations with stakeholders to ensure lasting peace and security in the southeast. I visited Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to felicitate with him, and also as part of wider consultations with critical stakeholders in search of lasting peace and security in the Southeast. He was in high spirits, and we had quality and frank discussions in a very convivial atmosphere. He expressed sadness over what he described as sacrilegious killings of innocent persons, kidnappings, and all forms of criminalities, including the brutal enforcement of the senseless sit-at-home perpetrated by sundry groups claiming to be acting for or on behalf of IPOB. Soludo disclosed in a post on his Facebook page on Saturday night. He said the IPOB leader promised to personally prevail on his followers through a broadcast to maintain peace whenever he gets the opportunity to interact with them. Together, we shall restore peace, security, and prosperity in Anambra and the Southeast, the governor noted. Professor Soludo expressed hope for imminent restoration of peace, security, and prosperity in Anambra and the Southeast. Correspondents report that Kanu had been in detention since June 2021, following his arrest and extradition to Nigeria over alleged leadership of a proscribed separatist group, the IPOB, jumping off bail, and treason. He is expected to appear in court on Wednesday, May 18th, for continuation of his trial. So masterstroke politics, I would suggest, by Soludo, who somewhat, although he's faltered in a few, although he's faltered in a few steps, but it seems generally to be panning out just as we hoped and expected, certainly as I hoped and expected. So far, he's living up to his billing, Soludo. Igbo groups hail Soludo's visit to Kanu. The Igbo Youth for Positive Change has hailed the Anambra State Governor, Professor Chukwuma Soludo. The Igbo Youth for Positive Change has hailed the Anambra State Governor, Professor Chukwuma Soludo's visit to the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. The group described it as a great move aimed at entrenching peace and bringing back the desired security in Anambra and the entire Southeast region. The national president of the group, Chinedu Obigwe, in a statement on Sunday, said Soludo truly has a burning desire to bring peace and security back to the Southeast. Obigwe said the governor's visit will ensure two things: the release of Kanu from detention and putting an end to the insecurity in Anambra and the Southeast at large. Soludo had visited Kanu at the DSS custody on Friday, saying that it was part of his wider consultations with critical stakeholders in search of lasting peace and security in the Southeast. Writing on his Facebook wall, the governor said he was in high spirit and we had a quality and frank discussion in a very convivial atmosphere. He expressed sadness. He expressed sadness over what he described as sacrilegious killings of innocent persons, kidnappings, and all forms of criminalities, including the brutal enforcement of the senseless sit-at-home perpetrated by sundry groups claiming to be acting for or on behalf of IPOB. He assured that if the opportunity arises, he will be glad to personally broadcast to his followers to maintain peace. Together, we shall restore peace, security, and prosperity to Anambra and the Southeast. Obigwe said the governor deserves to be appreciated and commended for his bold steps at ensuring that peace returns to the region. He said, "We are proud of our support for Soludo, and we know that other of his supporters are proud of him too. If you see someone that has a burning desire to entrench peace and security in his state, you will know he truly has a burning desire to bring peace and security to his state and the Southeast. His visit to Kanu at the DSS custody is not something that can be taken for granted. It is something that must be appreciated by Nnamdi, Anambra, and Igbo at large. Soludo is a character that means business. If he wants to achieve a goal, he will ensure that no stone will be left unturned to achieve that goal. It shows that he feels Kanu's pains and that he is deeply touched with the insecurity in Anambra and the Southeast. Let us not forget in a hurry that no other Southeast governor was bold enough to identify with Kanu in this period of his incarceration at DSS custody, but Soludo has done that. He is the only presidential material the Igbo can boast of. He is the only presidential material the Igbos can boast of having, but let the will of God be done. So a lot of people, and I not too far from that, will agree that he really the only crossover serious person in the Southeast that has a presidential aura. So if you argue that Soludo should be president, you won't get an argument back from me because I will agree with you. But if you are bringing me Peter Obi and Peter Rotas Okorocha, if I don't argue back, it's just because I just don't want to deal with the palaver. Nobody agrees with all these nonsensical sort of people, but Soludo, yes, we agree. I agree. Nigeria's market regulators publishes rules on crypto assets. Nigeria's markets regulator has published a set of regulations for digital assets, signaling Africa's most populous country is trying to find a middle ground between an outright ban on crypto assets and their unregulated use. Nigeria's central bank last year banned banks and financial institutions from dealing in and facilitating transactions in digital currencies. But the country's young tech-savvy population has eagerly adopted cryptocurrencies, for example, using peer-to-peer trading offered by crypto exchange to avoid the financial sector ban. Nigeria's Security and Exchange Commission (SEC) published the new rules on issuance offering platforms. The Nigeria's Securities and Exchange Commission published the new rules on issuance, offering platforms, and custody of digital assets on its website. The 54-page document lays out registration requirements for digital asset offerings and custodians and classifies the assets as securities regulated by SEC. So it is quite pertinent to note. So they are categorizing cryptocurrencies not as currencies, but securities. So that's essentially stocks and bonds sort of thing, as opposed to actual fiat sort of currency, spendable currency, because the categorization of our crypto assets is still one of the ongoing debates within that industry space. The 54-page document lays out registration requirements for digital asset offerings and custodians and classifies the assets as securities regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission. A central bank spokesperson did not answer calls to his mobile phone. The SEC said no digital asset. The SEC said no digital assets exchange would be allowed to facilitate trading of assets unless it had received a no objection ruling from the Commission. A digital asset exchange will be required to pay 30 million naira, which is 72,000 approximately dollars, as registration fee, amongst other fees. In October, Nigeria launched a digital currency, the e-Naira, in the hope of expanding access to banking. Official digital currencies, unlike cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, are backed and controlled by the central bank. So there it is right there. So once upon a time, the position was to an outright ban, but it looks as though that position has now evolved to regulation. So that is Nigeria then evolving within the digital space. So we make this now the last readout, and then we'll see who is available to take it on. Choose El Rufai as running mate. Kaduna APC begs Tinubu. Members of the All Progressive Congress in Kaduna State have begged former leader. Sorry, it's how this thing is written rather than how I am reading it. So let's just let me just have a look at it. Members of the All Progressive Congress in Kaduna State have begged the national. So they were going to write former Lagos State governor. So they wrote, "I've begged former the leader." So I think that's what confused me. So let me read it as it should read. Members of the All Progressive Congress in Kaduna State have begged the national leader of the party and presidential aspirant Asiwaju Bola Tinubu to pick the state governor Malam Nasir El Rufai as his running mate in the 2023 presidential race. Tinubu had last Thursday visited Kaduna to canvass for votes of the 69 Kaduna APC delegates ahead of the party's presidential primary. The presidential hopeful had told the delegates that he was confident that he would be the nation's next president when the incumbent President Muhammad Buhari bows out next year. Tinubu had said, "Some are running. I don't know where they are going, but I am going to the villa." Against this background, the Kaduna APC delegates unanimously endorsed Tinubu, whilst the Kaduna chapter of the APC pleaded with Tinubu to pick El Rufai as his running mate. Speaking on behalf of the Kaduna delegates, the lawmaker representing Sabongari, Kaduna Federal Constituency, and Chairman House Committee on Ports and Harbors, Gaba Babawo, appealed to Tinubu to pick El Rufai as his running mate. Babawo said, "We have requested for you, Tinubu, sir." Babawo said, "We have a request for you, Tinubu, for you, sir," but they inserted Tinubu in parentheses. So Babawo said, "We have a request for you, sir." So that's to Tinubu. "What I am about to say, I did not tell our governor because I know if I tell him, he would not support it. We want you to take our governor as your running mate." "We don't want him to go and settle outside the country after the election because we know his plan. His plan is to leave the country and live overseas after his tenure as the governor. But we want him to serve the country as your running mate." Earlier in his remark at the event, a former governor of Borno State, Senator Kashim Shettima, had said that Tinubu had the leadership attributes of all the past leaders of the country, particularly the humility and peace-loving nature of General Yakub Gowon. So a Gowon-like sort of a personality is what the attribution for Tinubu is. So Solly, I see you. Thomas, I see you. And the mighty one, Ajanle Koko, I see you. So good to have you all, gentlemen. So let me come first to you then, Solly. Let's come to you first, Solly. And let's take you then to the space, El Rufai as the Tinubu running mate. Is this something you can see? A Muslim ticket, but then, yeah.
It can happen.
Yes.
You know, because the North, they really like El Rufai.
Yeah.
You know, so actually, if that happens, I see them winning, this election. No doubt about that. El Rufai is a strong northern candidate, and is ready and willing to accept the vice presidential position. He's coming back with a lot of votes. Tinubu same for the Southwest, because we really want this to come to the Southwest, not for tribal reasons or
yeah, look at this guy. I
No,
want to, I
because
wanted to come to my village, but not for tribal reasons. Look at
no,
this guy,
because I believe
Olojoro.
like the country right now can be saved by people who are not thinking in a tribal
But
manner. If the right
sorry, if we are considering acceptance of a Muslim ticket,
Mhm.
is El Rufai the best Muslim to be Tinubu's running mate?
Why do you say
If we
so?
are saying because there's Governor Zulum who
Mhm.
commands more respect, I would suggest there's Ganduje who commands a wider voting bloc. There is Babache Lawan who even is a Christian and is a Tinubu loyalist. But if we are saying Muslim ticket, is El Rufai the best bet? Because El Rufai is almost impossible to manage
Why is it almost impossible to manage?
because it's a difficult man. He feels he should. You know when Yar'Adua became president, it was El Rufai that should actually have been president. A lot of people were tipping his name, and Tunde Bakare was even chasing him all over the country, trying to persuade him. But he was showing off and wanting to be finessed. And very quickly they got bored and jettisoned him and went with Yar'Adua. So he's been regretting that since. So he has always felt that he should be president. So he's a very difficult man to manage, I would suggest.
Well, at the end of the day, he's still going to be vice president. He's not going to have
Hmm.
as much power as the president. And secondly, why do you say Zulum and all those other people are better?
Because
They are Muslims too.
because Zulum is, yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. If we're accepting that it's going to be a
Oh,
Muslim
okay.
ticket, then is as Rufai the best person, really, you
Well,
know.
I don't think Tinubu really cares about all that things that are deep. He's just looking for votes, and who is going to bring the most votes for him is most probably a Rufai. Now, the
No,
the
do you mean in
problem,
the north?
yes,
Zulum is more respected in the north than Rufai.
from what I see on this Northerners page, they respect El Rufai too. They always call
Yeah.
him a smart man, you know. But my fear now is that I know I don't, let me not say I know, but I feel like if he becomes president, he won't be able to last those 8 years. And who will
Well.
become president? We all know. El Rufai, back to the
Mm,
north again.
mm,
Another strategy.
mm,
So that's my only fear on
mm,
that. But the two of them, I can see them winning. The West do not really have a problem that is Muslim tickets.
mm.
The North will vote for him. Game over.
Do you think Yoruba land will be willing to look the other way
Yeah,
if we
I
have a
think so.
Yoruba man and a Muslim a Yoruba Muslim man and and another Muslim vice? Do you think we'll be able to look the other way and just say, okay, we'll let it slide?
Yes,
We will let it slide.
yes, because mostly in the West, they really don't look at religion much like that. Yeah, and the North want it more because it's Muslim.
Mm,
So it's just a very powerful combination of votes. It's literally a winning game. But and it's the only one that I've seen so far that I think can beat Atiku, you know.
mm.
So it's all about the votes at the end of the day.
All right, but a lot
But
of people,
one man,
yeah.
sorry, one man, good afternoon. But sorry, you said they don't care about not Muslim ticket. Can they not take Christian ticket? Will
No,
they?
I doubt it. I doubt it.
So why you say we
No, no,
should
no.
we
But
should
but he
accept
asked
it?
he asked me a question. I'm not saying we should take it. We're looking at the general sphere of Yoruba states. Even if most of them, at least 50% to take it. We are used to Muslim people. We have no problem. We don't see them differently.
You are
So
right.
so
Yeah.
there won't be that different outlook on it. So vote secured. Now the North that are seeing things this way, they will say, okay, Northerner plus him being Muslim plus the president being Muslim, it's like literally 100% of almost 100% of the votes. Like they've won the North, so they don't
And,
even.
and by
I
the
don't
way,
think
we are
about
more
this.
we are more egalitarian
Yes,
in thoughts than the
so
North.
it's easy to take
We are
our
more
votes.
civilized. We are more, we are not. They are still upcoming, so we are already there. So we cannot say because the North they won't accept it because they're too subsumed in
Yeah.
religion and culture. But we're more elegant. We're more egalitarian in thought. We can think more abstractly, and we are not fixated in in just pedestrian stuff, but no, the Muslim ticket, because we've had it before with King Gigbe and Abiola, they were both Muslims and they won an election. So why not again?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
It's a very strong move.
All right, and Atiku's promised then that his first task will be to restructure Nigeria. This is the traditional go-to, of course, of everybody that wants to be president. As soon as he gets the seat, he will develop amnesia. That was what we saw with Buhari. Sorry.
One man, I don't see. Sorry to say, anything that comes out of Atiku's mouth, I can never believe it. Never, ever, 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 ever. At least we know who Tinubu is, But Atiku will just, how do I put it? He does not have respect for he has no respect for you. He just believes that he deserves this. Like he has some kind of like a prince who is waiting for his crown. He's just waiting for his father to die. So he deserves this. The guy is just and I'm sure that he hates the fact that he has to compete for it. He has to compete for this presidency. It will pain him so much.
Why would he pain him that he has to come? Why
Because he just wants to come there to steal money. This man,
but he has to come. Why would he pain him that he has to compete for the presidency?
Because he carries this kind of attitude, like he deserves the presidency. There's a way the people in the let me not say people in the East, but there's a way they come in the East, like, oh, it's their turn, is their this one. This one behaves like it's some kind of chieftaincy title that should be given to him, that he has been cheated of.
You know why you may have that
impression. Sorry.
Hold on, Vin, please. Hold on, Vin, please. You know why you may have that impression of him, because he has been cheated of. Because I think for the last four years he has been going around in his own mind that he's the president of the country because he won an election and they cheated him out of it.
Yes,
so he has a sense that.
But one man, plenty people have been cheated of it too.
But that's the worst cheating we've seen yet. Nigerians rejected categorically Buhari in 2019, and Mahmoud Yakubu just said,
whether you like Nigeria, it or not. Yeah. Is it, so we should now feel sorry for him because he was treated like a real Nigerian citizen. But this kind of mistakes that he has made, if he really this tweet has really damaged everything, and at the worst period of time, I would expect him to want Peter Obi to go for that presidential position, and he goes for vice president. But he will
he's already vice president now. So what's the ambition in that?
Well, I don't know, but he's not the best.
Why would he want Peter Obi to go for president? He feels he's better than Peter Obi now.
He's the best candidate at this point. He has used his own hands to spoil his image.
Yeah, but Atiku feels he is better than Peter Obi. So why would he want?
Yes, it's that feeling that he's better. Is that the president we should want? Feeling that he's better than
it's self-confidence now. Do you not want him to have confidence himself?
This one is not self-confidence. This one is not self-confidence. He's not coming there to do anything. He's coming there to
restructure the country. He's promised us restructuring.
He himself does not believe that.
How do you know?
One man, we know that you are a show promoter. And you also promote Atiku. I don't know how much he gave to you.
It's $10 million. He gave me $10 million. That's how much he gave me.
Atiku will not leave Nigeria. Forget Atiku.
All right.
Atiku has been supported all the way by these Southerners and by all kinds of leadership. He has failed to be the president. He should support someone. Atiku should support somebody.
Yes.
Do you know whether he like it or not?
Do you know how long Atiku has been politicking to be president of Nigeria? He has been doing that since Hold on now. He has been doing that since the 80s. Do you know the best chance for that ambition to now be to ever be fulfilled? It is now. Now is the best chance. It's an
Somewhere,
open.
why
It's
now?
an
How?
open field.
One man, Atiku stands no
This is the
chance
worst
at all.
time.
No,
This
no,
is the
no.
worst time for
Oh,
Atiku as
hold
senator
on,
and
one at a time.
president.
Yeah.
The worst time. The worst time. Even before he can get now, he will not get. Okay, watch. You will see that it will not happen.
He may or may not get it, but
The
this is his
situation
best.
has evolved.
Well, don't worry about that. What has evolved? We thought we had evolved past Buhari, but look at where we are. But forget it. This is his best chance. So why would he step down for Peter Obi, Solly?
I agree. This is his best chance, but everybody in PDP knows, and everybody in Nigeria knows that he's not coming to do anything for anybody. Nor is he promising anybody anything. At least with
No,
Tinubu,
how do you know that? You can't say that now.
Who is backing him with? Who has that confidence in him that is really backing him?
I have confidence that he will be a decent president. I have the confidence.
Okay.
Solely, I don't know. Sorry to interrupt. Atiku, Tinubu, these people are just the same, same kind of.
They are not the same. They are not.
That's what you think. In fact, I would rather an Atiku that we've seen before, with Obasanjo, with the kind of administration they did, and a Tinubu and the Lagos he has run so far. So I would rather Atiku than that one. I just wanted to chip that in.
Okay, but Grant, my reply now on what you said that Atiku and Tinubu are the same. With Tinubu, I know that there will be some kind of infrastructure that will be brought into the economy that will be useful for the people.
Yeah, but you will say the same thing during Obasanjo's time. What happened?
No, let me finish. But okay. That was Obasanjo. That wasn't Atiku. Atiku was.
No, that's what you're getting
while Obasanjo was working, Atiku was going up and down stealing. That's what he was known for. But Tinubu will steal too. But he will put people in he brought people like Fashola and Bondi, people like, even though Sanwo-Olu is a Baba Sokwe, he's still doing action, he's still doing work. They are not useless people, and they are not totally incompetent people. Those are the kind of people that we expect in different numerous areas in the country. Now we have incompetent people that don't even understand where they work. They are just going there to collect salary. That is what I know Atiku will bring back. That is the difference.
No, when you say bring back, I don't understand bring back, because during Obasanjo's time was when he was in power, and they did pretty much very well, per se.
He's not the one
so when you say bring back, if you're saying bring back, that means you're bringing back something good, not something bad. But
I made the mistake when I said bring back. I meant continue, not bring back.
Let me interject. Soli is just saying what he doesn't know about Atiku.
Okay.
Yeah, what you don't know, don't push it. This Atiku, you are praising Tinubu. He brought Tinubu, he brought Fashola, he brought we put infrastructure. Which infrastructure did he put in place when he was governor of Lagos State? Can you name the infrastructure he put in place?
The infrastructure there right now is more than most of all the states in Nigeria.
Hold on. I am asking you, hold on. I'm asking you a question. The Tinubu you are promoting, which infrastructure do you know that he put in place when he was Lagos governor? Forget about Fashola and the rest. He himself. Tell me, what do you know about him? Infrastructure he put in place.
All this light rail and everything was what he used to run his campaign.
All this light rail.
And I know that it's being done now. I know it's being done now.
Let me tell you what Atiku brought when he was vice president.
Atiku, not the administration. Atiku himself.
Yes.
Okay.
The El Rufai that they are celebrating today is the one that brought El Rufai. The Soludo that we are celebrating today is the one that brought Soludo. There are a lot of personnel that he brought into the government, into Obasanjo government from nowhere, that are some of the best we have in the country today. That tell you that he's a visionary leader. I am not promoting it, but I'm just trying to counter you to let you know.
Well, what is the visionary thing that happened under him for the people?
For the people.
Okay.
Go and check the record of Obasanjo and Obasanjo Atiku record administration against the Buhari, against the APC record. Then you will know the difference. Go and do your research. You know what we don't know. Sometimes I can understand we don't know things. We throw our tribal line into
No.
and
Okay,
make our
Angelico, you
expression.
said
Hold on. We will use our tribal line in our expression, in our politicking. But the best thing for us to do as people before we start destroying someone's character is for us to research. Let's do your research.
okay,
Go
but
back,
from what
go
you've
and
told
check
me,
what PDP did when
Hold
they
on,
were
but why
hold on.
can't
Sorry,
you
hold
tell
on.
me?
APC did. Then you can
Sorry, hold on.
really understand. You know, so that is just what I'm just trying to advise you. I don't want you to be coming on the international platform and be destroying one, and the other one you are promoting, you don't even know what to do. So that is it. It's just an advice to you.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
You,
I
you see,
understand, but
you see, Solly, a lot of the criticism that what did Tinubu do in Lagos, you saw that criticism. He did do quite a few things, but a lot of the things that he did in Lagos, they are not things that will be immediate to his administration.
yes.
But all these light rails, these were all initiatives that he kicked off. All the remodeling of the states, they're all initiatives that he kicked off. You know, he reworked the blueprint of that state. He initiated and started off a lot of these projects that are coming to germination all the way through
Yeah.
successive administrations. So these are some of the things that he did do, and he also did do some infrastructural work. So I'm not sure that people are not too quick to just slam him that what did he do? What did he
Yes,
do? He did a lot.
he did a lot.
I want to, if you want to, I
And
want to
Angelico,
counter you one man. I want to
Okay.
counter you.
no,
He didn't do,
Angelico,
he didn't do,
Hold on,
said,
sorry.
yes.
Yeah.
I want to
you said,
counter you one man.
okay,
He didn't do a lot, as you
All
are
right.
saying.
All right.
If you want to know what is a lot,
Mm.
you want to compare what is a lot that he did,
Mm.
tell me how many housing units he built for poor people, low-cost housing. Tell me how many he did.
No, come on,
No.
Ajale Coco.
What do you mean by
That's not,
okay?
that's
That is okay.
okay.
Tell me.
I can give you a
Yeah,
list of the
yeah.
things that he did do.
No, hold on.
All right.
Don't come with
Don't
all
do no
this
hijack
list,
on
all
the
this
next
propaganda. Don't
that
come with all this list of propaganda.
manipulation.
The Jakonde governed for 4 years. He built about 500 housing units for Lagosians, just for 4 years. All right? Jakonde governed for 4 years. Hospitals that he put in place that are still functioning for 4 years, we know them. He built the Ikorodu Hospital. He built Agbawa Hospital. He built Ijeda Hospital. He built Ajeromi Ifelodu General Hospital. He built Orilagege General Hospital just within 4 years. And I can tell you,
Those were simpler times. Those were simpler times.
Don't
Those
say
were simpler. No, of course, they were simpler times.
Don't say simpler time.
What was the
simpler
population?
time.
No, they were simpler times. What was the
It is not
population of Lagos
simpler
then?
time.
What was the
was not
pressure on the
simpler
economy?
time.
What was the crime rate?
There
What
is
was the
never
health
time
need?
that
It was
there is
simpler
never
times.
time that is
All
simple to
these
govern.
Awolowo,
There is
Jakonde,
no
those were
time
simpler
that is
times.
ever one man. There is never time. There is never time that is ever simple to govern. But
Those were simpler times.
when you have good leadership, then you will see big things happening that you never expected. That is when you see big
where
things
are they?
happening in the life of people. when your Tinubu came in, I want to give kudos to him that he improved on revenue generation of Lagos State. That improvement, how did he use this to transform the life of Lagosians? That is the question we want to ask. Go to general hospital all over Lagos State. You will see. Go to general hospitals. Go to general hospitals and go and see thousands of people that cannot get better treatment there. What are you talking about? All the schools we have today, that time you are talking about, we used to have two sections of schools in Lagos.
What was the population of? Hold on. What was the population of Lagos under Jakonde?
What was population of Lagos?
Yes.
Population of
2.4 million. That was the population of Lagos under Jakonde.
To say 2.4 million under Jakonde.
Under Jakonde, yes.
Okay, let me tell you.
So those were simpler times. Those were simpler times.
Jakonde, all the template that is crying that he did, that is lying that he did, these are the things that Jakonde have put down. This metro line that they are celebrating, they are building for 4 years, for going to 20 years that they never finished. This is what Jakonde was about to commence. Lagos State will have been the first will have made Nigeria the first country to build metro line in the whole of Africa. But we have, if not for this Buhari, this useless APC leader that you are parading around, that came in as a military leader that destroyed everything that Jakonde was trying to do then, an infrastructure that they already paid 50%. They already paid the 50% for the metro line. He came in, he destroyed that structure, and we lost that money to the foreign counterpart that was supposed that were trying to put in place that infrastructure. So what I'm telling you, all this template that is propagating, they are propagandizing that, oh, they put template. These are the things that Jakonde laid down. They are already
they couldn't have been. They could not have been.
We have Lagos State Transport Corporation that was functioning.
We had that predating Jakonde.
Oh, yes, that is fine. But Jakonde improved on it.
Well, but so this guy came, so Jakonde improved on it. Why can't somebody else improve on Jakonde?
Jakonde improved on it, but only for him to come to destroy it, and then bring this nonsense, this thing to show it destroy what has been the culture. Lagos State Transport Corporation improved on it. It came to destroy it, and then
you don't think the transportation template of Lagos is improved?
No. Hold on. What I'm telling you, hold on, one man. This Lagos-London transport system, how long has it been existing? The London transport system, where you live, how long has it?
I don't know. For hundreds of years. Yeah.
Has the name been changed?
I'm sure it would have been. You know.
Yeah. No, you don't know. New York Transport Metro line has never been changed. It has been there for years. So what I'm telling you, that Lagos State Transport Corporation, LSTC, that we know has been existing for years. That, like you said, before Jakonde came, he improved on it and it was working well. He should have improved and really let that name. That
is the name. Is it the name that you are quibbling?
Now he changed it, he destroyed it, and he bring this blue, what do they call this, their transport system, just to package himself and market himself as the person that, oh, look at what we have brought to Lagos. No, that is fraudulent way of doing things. Government is continuity. Let this traditional name that we know as transport system in Lagos, let it function. Do not destroy it and change the name to make it show to people, and in order to lie and lie and propagandize that, oh, look at what I've introduced to Lagos. He didn't introduce the transport system. The transport system functioned before he came in. We had transport system that is not as he should improve on it. He doesn't need to change the name. Is that
not what he did? Is that not what he did?
That is not what he did. He changed the name. He doesn't need to change the name. He doesn't need to change the name. It's a way of lying to people that look at what I brought to Lagos. He didn't bring it. We had transport system functioning, and the name is LSTC. Let the name remain. That name remain with Lagos State. It's Lagos State name. Don't destroy it. That is what he did. So he destroyed everything, and he bought over all the property of Lagos State through fraudulent means. He would sell them off to his own personal friend, or sometimes behind the door. we acquire it through fraudulent means. So don't let us celebrate all this liar here and be lying to ourselves. We don't need them. Let them go. Then pack away. We saw them. We are talking about the death of a young lady. They cannot even come out and speak to that.
All right, thank you, Ajanle Koko. But Solly rates him highly as is entitled. But sorry, carry on with Atiku.
One man, sorry. What was the population of Lagos State in 1999?
That was exactly
it was 7 million.
And Jakode was 4 million. When was Jakode?
No, 2.4 million.
Okay. Thanks.
No, but the point I was making is that the population was quite low. The demand on resources quite not as intense. You know, by the time Tinubu left the governorship, the population was nearly 15 million. You cannot compare with somebody catering for less than 2.5 million.
How do you get that population figure? How do you get the population figure?
Don't take my word for it now. I just Googled it. So you can Google it too. Anybody can Google it.
What is the population in 1983? Check 1983. Check what's the population in 1983?
All right, but you know the point is the point.
Check the population in 1983.
No, because I don't want to extend the session before we're already.
I don't think that fits in for the argument of development.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying is,
I don't think the argument one man.
The population is not an argument for development. We are talking about development and no. It is the development and infrastructure that Lagos State, that Jakode brought to Lagos State that really matter.
Who was it catering for?
We had only one functioning water corporation.
Can you hold on, Ajanle Koko? Who was it catering for? Who was Jakode catering for?
It was catering for the development and the future development of Lagos.
It was catering for 2.4 million people.
The
projection from there.
Not only that. It was
Tinubu was catering for nearly 10 million people and the projection from there. The pressure on resources for Jakode is completely different space for the pressure on resources.
The infrastructure that Jakode put in place there then was more than even the population, more than what the population required. Investment.
Exactly.
Hold on. One man.
Okay, make that point. Well, let's get back to Solly after that.
The investment it was the infrastructure it was putting in place. It was putting them in place ahead of in preparation for bigger population of Lagos State. That was what Jakode was doing then. The infrastructure was more than the population, what the population required. It was putting them in place in anticipation of bigger population that is coming to Lagos State, that they expected to come to Lagos State. Before Jakode came, we had only water corporation, one, Iju Water Wokawo. When Jakode came, within 4 years, we have sub-water additional 5 in some other part of Lagos, so that we can have, pipe-borne water all over Lagos State, all in preparation of bigger population that will come to Lagos State. So those are futuristic leaders that we should celebrate, not all these.
And the mass transit system templates that Tinubu has built. What's that for?
I have told you that the metro line that Jakode wanted to build then,
yes,
in order to solve the transportation permanent solution to transportation problem in Lagos State. You see, but Buhari came as a military leader.
No, you've told us that. But what are the point? No, because of time, Ajanle Koko. So let's just steady it up. But the point that I'm making is the mass transit system that
What is the mass transit system? Tell me the mass transit system.
The metro system that is now complete.
Is it complete? Have they completed it for how many years did they take them to build it?
No, let's not do that.
No. We have to consider that.
Okay. Let's
how many years? For 18 years, and they looted so much money out of it.
Okay. I'm going to remove Ajanle Koko. Let's just leave it because of time, because I don't want it to get rowdy, and it's getting rowdy. But back to you, Solly. You were speaking on You were speaking on Atiku's restructuring.
So, as for me, you can see Atiku brought El Rufai, brought this one, brought that one. I've not seen anything that, they did. Someone you can say it's someone that is, heading this blue line, red line thing, but it's still under Tinubu that he came from. All this El Rufai and co that came under Atiku, what did they do? I don't know. I didn't see it. I didn't see them helping the people or even bringing up more people. They just brought up more thieves basically. More assistant thieves basically. So for me, it's just the lesser of two evils, and I'll say Tinubu because I feel like he can do something, at least something for the people. I have that backing, confidence in my chest to say, okay, I know he will do at least something for I cannot say the same for Atiku. I cannot say I have some kind of percentage, 1% backing in my mind that is going to
Sorry,
do.
this is a tribal talk. Stop this talk and talk something else.
Okay, you can say so, but let's look at what they've done. If you just want to go with facts, it will not seem tribal anymore. Like I said, it's what I've seen and what I know. If you want to tell me something Atiku has done, please tell me. But I doubt you have anything to say right now. Which tells me.
All right. Let me move you from that space because I think we've spent too long on that space. Christian Association direct all churches to hold nationwide protest, but then they say they are holding the protest in their secretariats because they don't want to go on the streets and cross Wala. So what are you making of that then, Solly?
Something is still better than nothing. We all know why they don't want to enter the streets now. But something is still better than nothing. I appreciate their courage and their efforts.
Courage.
Well, they might as well have not done anything because
they might as well not be if they are holding it just within the parameters of their secretariat. Then how is that a protest?
Yes, it is still something because they're not like saying, oh, they don't protest or they don't protest. We've seen what they protest for. If it's to protest for insecurity, we will not see them. If it's to protest for lack of good road, we will not see them. If it's to protest for anything that is affecting their main life, we will not see them because apparently they don't protest. But this is the kind of thing that they protest for. So something is still better than nothing, and I appreciate their efforts.
That is they should call it seminar. Why can't they call it seminar? This is not a protest.
It's not a protest now.
In the current state that Nigeria is in, it's still something because they can still come there, enter their house, and stop them from doing that. In the day and age that we're in right now in Nigeria, so it's still better than nothing.
All right. Let me take you then to the space. Nnamdi Kanu, Soludo visits Kanu in as DSS custody to sensitize him to rein in his adherents because that movement has essentially run its course and they are nothing but nuisance value to the southeast now. So the essentially put your dogs on leashes is essentially the direction that Soludo is giving Nnamdi Kanu, the impediment to development. So all of that, Soludo tackles head on. Are we now seeing Soludo as the czar of the southeast?
Well, you did it the right way. This is how it's supposed to be done. No gra, no chanting, no. Let's just go with facts and common sense, and let's find a solution out of it. That's what they did with Sunday Igboho. You can't just keep on. You have to know when to submit. Sometimes it does not mean total submission, but sometimes submit till you find a better ground or till you know what to do or how to make common ground or something because somehow he has created leverage for himself, and even if he's released, he still has that leverage, whether they've run the course or not. He has created leverage for himself in the Nigerian state. So how are you going to use that leverage? You may not be able to bring your people out right now, but you can use that leverage to help elevate them, rather than from the level that they are now, that they keep on saying they are marginalized. So, give your people leverage too, at least in the Nigerian state for now.
All right, thank you, Sorry, let me go on from you to Grant, only for reasons of time. We're not deep into the hours, and we may well.
I'm still here.
Yeah, so let's go on to Grant if he's still here. Grant, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, Grant. Let me take you out of politics completely and take you to Bitcoin. So Nigeria categorically rejected and banned this industry, but then they can see, because Nigerians want to trade it, so they are circumventing the government regulations by doing peer-to-peer trading. So that peer-to-peer trading, of course, that's still Nigeria not being able to tap into it and make money off it. So it looks as though now they are now re-bracketing to put in regulation and then allow for the trading of cryptocurrencies. So what are you making of this change in tack by the Nigerian state and the bracketing of cryptocurrencies as a security, as a security token rather than a currency? So what are you making then of the new stance of the Nigerian state on our cryptocurrencies?
Well, that tells you what's his name again? The CBN governor is doing. He's just not. He doesn't really know what he's doing. You know, you're making these policies, and then instead of you to make policies that will bring in inflow into the country, as well as CBN as well, but you're making policies the wrong way. Now he's trying to see how he can get crypto start working. Do you know how much money that they are losing on crypto just from being stupid and making some kind of stupid
you know that Nigerians are one of the highest global uptakers of the digital currency space.
Yes. You know, so I just don't understand it. I don't know what Emefiele is doing. I don't even understand that country, man. Is it that you don't want money? Is it that you don't want the country to be better? I don't get it. You know, because it's money we're talking about, is inflow. So why are you saying,
you don't create jobs for them? They want to sell.
They are creating for themselves, and you're blocking it.
And you're blocking it.
So I really don't understand that. I don't understand it.
My goodness me.
You know,
it's a peculiar country, very peculiar.
No, but it's so funny because so I had a friend here who you see when people think, then you understand. Okay, so I have a friend here who has a license to buy cars. So I was like, okay, help me buy these cars. Then when you buy the cars, some accidental cars, when you buy it, you make money, and when you sell it back in the auction, when we finish the repairs on the cars, you sell it back in the auction, you make money. And then all of a sudden, the guy is like, we just did just one. The guy was just like, I will call him. He will not pick up my call. And everything is under his own name. It's not even under my name. I'm even one taking a big risk. But what am I driving at here? You know, you are making money. You want to make money. But you're saying, no, I don't want to. I don't want anyone to make that. You don't need it. And this money you are talking about it's big. It's a lot of money. And you're saying, no, I don't want it. Now you're trying to find a way to make policies to bring it back. What is even going on in that country?
You see, they always respond with fear. That is what, because you know, Nigeria, they like to hold things tight because the Niger Delta oil that feeds so just almost like a feast. So that's sufficient enough for them. So anything that comes in, they view it with suspicion. That is this going to challenge our stranglehold on that country? That's why they really stand as an impediment to development. So they don't understand the cryptocurrency, and they see it as a threat.
Yeah, but what I also see is I think they just want people to be poor so that during election, you know, stuff like that, they can easily bring out that money and make them vote and all that. I think they just want to keep people in one kind of, because I know a lot of people that have, you know, made money from that crypto and were able to bounce back into life with crypto. So so that means what you're trying to do is you're trying to close, you know, that place where people eat from to be able to, you know, make life better for themselves. You are closing it, shutting it down completely because it's not affecting him. It's not affecting CBN. It's not affecting all of them, anyone there. So they don't care. So those ones, they're trying to close it. And that's why I feel, because I don't see any reason why you're making money. You see, this is the reason why I like PDP. To be honest with you, this is just the reason. they call it chop I chop. But when during PDP's
no,
time,
no, it's not chop I chop. It's free market enterprise now. It's
exactly.
it's a liberalized economy.
Yes, exactly.
Which is what the world, which is the template that works the most.
You know,
government frees up all of
frees
the
up,
industry
opens up
spaces,
everywhere.
and then they take their taxes, and everybody's happy.
Exactly, and everybody is happy. There is money everywhere. Everyone is okay, you know, and all that. But this one, man, I don't understand. You just want people to be poor. I don't get it. And then now you're trying to find a way to. What are you doing, man?
No. If they open it up, because they've actually put it under the Security and Exchange Commission, which is to say that they are saying it as a security asset, so like a bond, like a stock, like a share, etc. So it comes under that bracket, and that is a bracketing that even the world is struggling with. So Nigeria makes that decision. So they've put it under that commission, and then they've said exchanges has to be approved, and of course they have to be approved.
Yeah.
But they've opened now that space. So you see now a ratcheting up of that industry space within Nigeria. It will just boom.
Boom,
yeah.
Man, I don't know. I'm so tired of.
Are you in crypto?
Yeah, I'm in crypto. Yeah.
All right.
I'm in crypto. Yeah.
What are you holding?
I bought Dodge. You know, I'm Elon Musk.
You know, Elon Musk is adopting Doge as the currency for Twitter.
Yes, I bought Dodge, and I've had I'm Elon Musk follower. So I've had Tesla for a long time. So yeah, those are my
all right. Go and buy Polkadot and Solano, and hold that for 2 years, and then you can retire. So there it is right there. So there it is, right? But really, no, this is because
it's not Polkadot and Solana. It's only Bitcoin and Ethereum. Every other thing is a little bit of a gamble.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Look at this guy.
Look, Ethereum has its own function. All these other coins are made from Ethereum or Binance.
So you started those.
Yeah. No. This is what I do in Netherlands. This is what I'm into. My business is about crypto. At least one of my business, but it's about crypto in Netherlands. You know, so you can't tell me the best thing to invest in is Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, if you want to invest in all those smaller coins, you have to make sure that they have real world application. For example, you have something like Crow. You have crypto.com in Los Angeles, the stadium. That's real life connection. It has utility and it's going
no. What we want is a coin that has utility. You see, Polkadot is an ecosystem. You know, it's an ecosystem, and then within Polkadot, people buy into Polkadot. And then if I bring up my wallet,
but one man, some of these coins, the reason why some of them can crash to zero is because they have no real physical backing with it. You have things like Mana.
The only coin that has real utility is Ethereum, and because it is like the gas that you use to.
Yes,
because it's the petrol of the cryptocurrency space.
Yes, but in the case of the crypto coin crashing to zero, for example, if you do rock pot, you don't invest in coins that don't have real life connection. You have Mana. Samsung invested over 100 million into their virtual land. So you know that, okay, this physical...
Ripple has been adopted by the banking system.
Okay, then it has physical banking. When you have those kind of coins, they cannot crash to zero. So your money is secure in it, even if the crypto market is going down.
No. But Bitcoin it's an asset rather than a currency. It's like buying art. It has no utility. Bitcoin has no utility.
Yes.
So what are you talking? Is that not your argument? That the coin has to have utility. Bitcoin has zero utility.
No utility, yeah.
Yes, but they all follow Bitcoin. They are all following Bitcoin. I'm talking about the altcoins, not Bitcoin itself. If you're investing in an altcoin that doesn't have backing like Bitcoin,
what do you mean backing? It doesn't need backing. What it has to have is utility.
Not only utility.
It doesn't need backing. You see, backing just spikes it up. If somebody
it makes it more secure.
No, it doesn't make it more secure. It's like
your funds.
What makes your fund secure is utility. If the coin has utility,
yes.
So if it's being used for a purpose, if it serves a purpose within the ecosystem, a real utility purpose. So that is to tell you that if somebody wants to achieve something, they have to use that coin. Like for instance, if you want to move your something from your MetaMask to your Binance or whatever, you know that you're going to spend Ethereum. You know that, so that's utility. So a coin has to have utility, and Polkadot has utility, and also Solano, it has utility too. It has the same sort of utility as Ethereum, but it doesn't have the level of adoption of Ethereum. But because Ethereum is not getting just too expensive for people to use, people are now looking. But that's just my own. Everybody has their own understanding.
Solana and Polkadot, they were adopted from what?
What do you mean?
They were adopted from Ethereum.
No, they are ERC20 tokens.
Yes, and that's Ethereum.
No. That's an eco space. That's not necessarily it.
But they're all under Ethereum at the end of the day.
I don't know what you're talking about, but let's get. What do you mean?
Why you guys don't just
when you want to create a crypto coin, you need a coin to make all those other crypto coins. For example, you have other coins that are under Ethereum. There are some coins that are made under Binance Coin too. That's what I mean.
No, they're not under it. Hold
Okay.
on. It's like saying that a car is under petrol. That's essentially what you're saying now. A car is not under. No. That is what is the function of Ethereum?
Ethereum is used as a store of value.
It's not a store of value. It's a utility token.
Yes, it's also a utility token.
Yeah, but it's not. Bitcoin is a store of value. Ethereum is a utility token. Oh, okay.
They are both stores of value.
Well, every coin is a store of value because it's subject to appreciation.
Okay.
But what are you talking about?
That's what I wanted to ask you.
All right. Okay. So I don't know what you're talking about, and you clearly don't know what I'm talking about. But hopefully we understand what.
Why you guys don't just invest in mining?
It's too expensive. That's the thing.
It's too late to mine.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah, and it's too expensive. Do you know the energy bill for mining?
Yeah. No, there are companies that you invest in that do mining.
It's usually a scam.
Yeah, but that's like anyway. But let's get back to Grant. So Grant, wrap up that space, and then let me take you back to another talking point. Thank you for that, Solly. Maybe one day we do a session on cryptos. Back to you, Solly. Back to you, Grant.
Yeah, so I think we've talked about it enough, and then maybe we should move on to the next one.
All right, thank you. So let me take you then to the proposal of El Rufai being somewhat the vice to Tinubu. So setting aside the backlash, the Muslim, if we are allowing Muslim tickets, would you say El Rufai would be the best bet for Tinubu, or are there other better bets by your reckoning?
Well, I think Solly killed it already. If it's going to be a Tinubu Rufai ticket, then most likely it's going to be a win-win for the West and the North. But it's going to be unfair, to Nigerians that you have that, because they will probably want it to be a Christian, Muslim. Just to balance up things, it's just logical, just for you to balance up, the country as well. So, it's going to be a win-win for them. I think it's going to be a very, politically, they would probably be able to win with that, because they can get votes from, you're going to get like 100% from the North for sure. And then from the West, they will get a lot as well, at least 50, so I think it doesn't matter who the person is for the North, even though it's Rufai or Ganduje or whatever. They don't care. As far as the Muslim, they just want to hear that Muslim thing, and they are good. So that's where I see it.
All right. And Soludo's meeting with Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu sad over killings, sit-at-home orders in the southeast. So It looks as though Soludo wants to take on that agitation space frontally to try and end it once and for all, because it's it's run its course, a lot of people will suggest, and it's now somewhat an impediment to progress, and he now just taking it on frontally. So what are you then making of Soludo's visit to Nnamdi Kanu and the outcome from it?
Yeah, I'm really impressed with Soludo, to be honest. With the way he's going about things. Going to visit Nnamdi Kanu. Not many governors wouldn't have time for what peace. Let me just do whatever I want to do and get out. It doesn't matter what peace am I bringing. They don't care. But at this point, he really cares. He went there, sat with him, discussed, just because he wants that peace in the state. Now you know what he's trying to bring in, and those things, he's trying to bring in is going to be. Without that peace in that state, Anambra State, then it will be a little bit hard to achieve. So him going to see Soludo, just like Ajani Koko said one time, that the way he was going about it then wasn't really the right way, trying to force it in, But now you see he's using other tactics to go about it, which is really, really. So now this tells me that okay, he really, really wants to work. This tells you this is someone who wants to work, because if he doesn't,
are you excited? Are you excited for him and by him? Because he excites me somewhat.
Yeah. In fact, I'm really excited. This is the kind of leaders we need in the country. To be honest, this is the kind of leaders.
And do you think are you not thinking about the opposite reaction about him going to see Nnamdi?
Sorry?
What's the opposite reaction?
There's a good side and a bad side.
Okay.
So in every situation, you know that.
What's the opposite? Yeah, what's
now
the bad
you
side?
go to see Nnamdi Kanu. Now you're making everybody believe now he controls the unknown government that they deny they don't know. Now, if people saying he ain't going to Nnamdi Kanu to talk to him, meaning Nnamdi Kanu have created more force again in the north, and sorry, in the east. These people will come out for more demand again. If the soldiers don't hit to it, mayhem will continue.
Okay, let me tell you the way I see it. The way I see it is he has gone to meet Nnamdi Kanu. Now he's saying, hey, I've met Nnamdi Kanu. He said this is what he said. This is what he's, he wants peace in the state. So whosoever that I see that is trying to bring in some kind of problems in the East, whatever you see, you take. So now he's going to enforce it. Okay, I've met Nnamdi Kanu. He's saying he wants peace in the state. He doesn't need anyone coming out doing whatever. So whosoever I see right now that is doing any other thing, then whatever you see, you take it that way.
Do you think it will help if they allow Nnamdi Kanu to make some sort of like a video?
Yeah, yes, that would be very helpful.
Calm,
But I don't know how. I don't know. That might be a little bit hard, in terms of maybe.
It shouldn't be. I mean, obviously.
No, I'm looking at it from the federal government, though. They might not, they might not want it. That's the only place.
They should want it. They should want it. Why would they not want it?
I don't know.
Calm. They want calm in the southeast, and if his broadcast would, they wouldn't allow him to broadcast live. It would do a pre-recorded something, which they then would give to his people to broadcast. Yeah. Yeah,
if they would allow it, that would be good. But I don't know if they would. Someone that they don't want him to change his clothes for how long. So I don't know how would they want him to talk. I don't know. That was very hard.
The lack of IQ in Asoro.
Exactly. One man. Some easy things. These are small things.
But they turn it into
they turn into something else. Whatever. That's it. That's just the problem. But anyway, it's very good. Yeah.
Do you think that's been the biggest problem of these last 8 years? The lack of IQ in our
lack of IQ, they don't have it. They don't. Even with the people around them. I don't know.
Ambassador arrested Asari Tokumbo and where they were public pipeline. The governor then of Port Harcourt went to see Tokumbo in DSS office to make peace. The pipeline to start bombing pipeline. The Asari Tokumbo make statement from DSS Dojon to tell the other data to stop bombing pipeline.
Well, that's a different space now.
No, I'm just using a little example. Set a little example. What I'm saying, in every situation, there's opposite and a good side to it. It's good side that you guys saying is okay. Now let's look at the opposite side. What would that stuff bring in the near future? In Nigeria, we like a quick fix. We just like let's fix it right now. We don't look for a long time fix.
I think it has more positive side than a negative one, though. If you ask me, though,
that's what you are saying. So let me tell you something. Anything you do to Nnamdi Kanu right now, you are empowering more than the Nigerian state. If it's Nnamdi Kanu, you are going to meet to get peace in Anambra, then Soludo is not in charge. It's finished.
No, in the south, no.
I'm saying Anambra. If you go to Kanu and tell Kanu, make announcement like lay down your weapon, and they lay down your weapon, you know the Kanu not to take that space. For real. We are all educated people here. If the soldier is a governor, you should act as a governor. Simple.
So what do you want him to do? He should go start killing.
So the problem, Soldier have a lot of problems. Not the Kanu is less of his problem. First of all, Soldier, when he entered, he moved to stop agberism for Agberu to stop collecting transportation. Transportation in Lagos and Anambra is very big. I think after Lagos, Anambra is second biggest in transportation wherever. And Soludo moved into that space and stop it. And when he stopped that stuff, when he stopped it, immediately this no government stuff started again. Of course, corruption will fight back. He knows. People in Anambra know that is the aristocrat that is fighting against Soludo. Not
the government have always been there now, so
I know, but they are using that space as an excuse. He knows the people to go after, but he's not going after them. These are bigger names. I cannot say them.
If the unknown government are always taxing people, taking money.
Listen now, listen what I'm saying.
What are you recommending? What are you recommending for Soludo?
What are you recommending?
You should go after the people, especially these people. They have to do with ESL or IPOP.
Fight it out. You should fight it out.
He's the chief security officer of the state. He gets reports every day. He knows people that is pressuring that space. If you go after these people with DSS,
what did Imo State do? What did Imo State do?
And how did that work out for them?
Wait, hold on now. See, listen to what I'm saying. What I'm saying does not have anything to do with IPOP or ESL. Listen carefully. These people are using unknown government to terrorize that state now because it's like that. Because he's going after their revenue, their source of income. Corruption will always fight back. When you start picking
I think you're getting it somehow mixed up. See, he went there now to talk to Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is going to send a message, hey, everyone lay down your arms. So if anyone is seen,
listen,
that means you're an unknown gunman and you're going to be dealt with. That's the way I see it.
See, listen, he's going now. Let's write it down. Tomorrow there'll still be another attack. A week from there'll still be another attack. Unknown government, IPOP and ESL have come out.
Exactly. So now you can now... But now you can now go after them. Now you can now go after them. So anybody you see, go after them.
Can I get 1 minute?
Yeah, come in, Ajale Koko. But before you come in, let me just say this. If Nnamdi Kanu makes the broadcast to say that he has not authorized any sit at home, and a sit at home is not in his name, and the unknown government are not under his authority, and they are not acting on his behalf, just that. I think
that does not have the constitutional right to make that announcement.
What do you mean constitutional right? It doesn't have any constitutional right, but let's hear from Ajale Koko. Ajale Koko, yes, you wanted to speak about the Kanu thing.
Video showing of Nnamdi Kanu will not do anything. It won't stop everything.
Thank you, Ajale Koko. Anything.
What can really help the situation is the release of Nnamdi Kanu. When Nnamdi Kanu is out, and people can see him physically and he can land in Igbo land, the problem will be solved. That is the only solution to it. The video showing.
But Ajale Koko, please, what is the next thing?
And another thing.
Normally asks everyone, when they release him, what is the next thing?
Okay, hold on. Video showing Nnamdi Kanu will constitute celebration of Nnamdi Kanu. So Nigerian state will not do that. They don't want to celebrate him. So, but the release of Nnamdi Kanu in compliance to the yearning and call of Igbo leader is the only solution to the problem. And that is what Nigerian state should do. So if they really want to solve the problem, release Nnamdi Kanu, let Nnamdi Kanu go to Igbo land, let him visit places in Igbo land and talk to Igbo physically, let them see him as that this is Nnamdi Kanu, the problem will be solved. Let the governor visit each governor and visit places in Igbo land and talking to them, and the problem will come to an end. That is the only thing. So video showing, forget about it. It's not going to.
But the video idea was even Nnamdi Kanu's suggestion. He says he wants to. Let me bring you these two paragraphs. He expressed sadness over what he described as sacrilegious killings of innocent persons, kidnappings, and all forms of criminalities, including the brutal enforcement of the senseless sit-at-home perpetrated by sundry groups claiming to be acting for or on behalf of IPOB. Soludo disclosed in a post on his Facebook page on Saturday. He said the IPOB leader promised to personally prevail on his followers through a broadcast to maintain peace whenever he gets the opportunity to interact with them. So it was even Nnamdi Kanu's idea that if it's facilitated with the opportunity to broadcast, he will implore his people that these are his directions, these are not his directions, and they should calm things down in the southeast. So I think it was. Kanu also thinks it's a good idea.
Yeah, it's a good idea, but can it really achieve the result? That is what really we should think about. Is the result that really matters?
Sorry, go on.
And Kanu suggesting that, hey, that guy is a smart guy. It's another way to celebrate him. When you see Kanu broadcasting from inside DSS office to the whole world, to Igbos all over the world, man, that is going to give him a more popularity than ever. That he speaks again from the prison to Igbo people, but could he achieve the result of unknown government and others to lay down the arms? That is what I don't think it will achieve that.
You see, that broadcast, it will remove, because a lot of these are going on within the Southeast, a lot of the criminalities is clothed under the umbrella of of IPOB and fighting for Kanu and the direction from Kanu that this is what he said. So if he comes and says that, I did not say this is not for me, I don't stand for this. So if he says that in video form, then it'll be very difficult for those narratives of criminality to continue to hide under his name.
Yes.
You know,
so now they can clear them up.
Yeah, so they then don't have the backing because the space can hear directly from the guy. And Soludo has already sensitized that the guy says he wants to broadcast. So they cannot say he's doing it under duress. So it will just remove the rug from under their feet that they cannot hide under his name to carry on the criminality. So I think that might well be the thinking that he has.
You see, that's a short-term solution. What is the long-term solution? What is the permanent solution to the problem? Is what Nigerian state should do. And the long-term, and the permanent solution to the problem is the release of Kanu. We have seen many Indigbo leaders, we have seen many OBs, we have seen many traditional leaders, we have seen all the leaders that you want to talk about. Even the traditional political visited Abuja for the release of this man. But still, the administration doesn't want to listen to the leaders of one section of the country. So the release of him is and the guarantee. They told the administration, the most elderly senior politician that exists in Igbo land, told the administration, put it on me, I guarantee you, as the elderly man in Igbo land, politics in Igbo land, I guarantee you everything will stop. Leave him, and the government should be magnanimous and reasonable to release Nnamdi Kanu. This is what
that part will be difficult. That part
don't say it's not. Don't say it's going to be difficult. Hold on, one piece. We know your position. Don't say it will be
It's not about my
difficult. There's
position.
nothing,
It's not my position. Nnamdi
there's
Kanu was
nothing
released once
difficult.
before. Hold on now.
Hold
It
on,
was once
forget
released
about the
before now.
past. No,
No, we
no,
cannot
forget
forget
about
about the
the
past.
past.
We cannot forget about the past. If you want to
Hold
get the
on,
future.
why are you pushing against solution?
I'm not pushing
This is
against
what
it.
the
I'm
Igbo.
not pushing
Are you
against
saying
it.
that Igbo leader? Hold on. Are you saying that Igbo leaders that are asking for this thing? Are you saying the government should not listen to them? Is that your position? No, you have to
If
listen to the
if
leaders
you are
of
looking for a
uncertain of
long-time
country.
solution,
And I want to hold on. I want to tell you what Obasanjo did to Abacha's son when he was in detention. All over the north, they asking for Obasanjo to release this guy. Do you know what Obasanjo did? He personally handed over this guy to Sultan of Sokoto. Sultan of Sokoto guarantee Obasanjo, give this boy to me, and I guarantee you, I will take care of him. That is what a leader, when you a leader looking for peace, you must look. Igbo is one of the nations among all nations in Nigeria. When all the entirety of the leaders saying we release this thing and we will bring peace to, and that will bring peace to our place, and we will take care of him, the administration should listen. That is the way to solve solution. I mean, to solve problem. So Obasanjo did it for Abacha. He personally handed over to Sultan of Sokoto.
let me
They should do it
interject.
again. So don't
Sorry,
say that.
let me interject now. I got
this
Coco
thing.
now. Let me
Okay,
interject.
go on,
Hold on.
interject. Okay.
Let me tell you something. Sorry. See, that thing you're saying, my stand, that is wrong. I always speak from what on the media space. And what I was trying to say was a solution. We were looking for a long-term solution. As I just point to the fact it was once released before, and a senior senator, Aberebe then, stood for him. And they gave him a term of his condition. Don't do this, don't do this, don't do that when you go back to the east. And what happened when he got there? We were saying he was going on a rally campaign, doing all they told him not to do. His baited. He went against all of them. Then unfortunately the battle dance came. Nobody.
Sorry, World Peace, but something I've been noticing all the way through. Thomas, are you in a discotheque?
Yeah,
have you been seeing it? Look, are you in a discotheque? Are you in a discotheque?
The disco boy.
Hey, look at that.
Thomas, the disco boy.
No. It's my TV.
Okay, it's red, purple.
Yeah, the TV.
All right. Okay. Sorry. Carry on, War Peace. I've been seeing it.
Yeah, I saw it too. I was wondering too. They gave him bail. Look at. Let's speak to power. Speak truth to power. You speak.
What of the attack? What of the attack on him? Hold on. What of the attack on him?
I'll get them.
I
didn't disturb you now. You spoke about Abacha's son. Abacha's son did his own and his own capacity because of his father. He was arrested. Then the Sultan came and vouched for him. They gave him conditions. And till today, the boy have not broken that condition. Igboho was arrested and released in the Republic. They gave him condition. Till today, Igboho have not broken that condition. Sowore was arrested and released in Abuja. They gave him condition. He did not leave Abuja for 1 minute. And all of us encourage him, applaud him for doing that. Now, Nnamdi Kanu was given bail condition, and he broke his bail condition. Then they came for part of dance, which was wrong. They came forcefully, and thank God he escaped with his life, and he came back. How do you expect the Nigerian state to give him a second bail again? That's what I'm telling you. Saying it, if you are saying this at the first time, it's okay. At the first time, everybody clamored for Nnamdi Kanu release. Nigeria, everybody's released this guy. Everybody campaigned for him to be released. And they finally released him for the pressure. Now, after he was released, he broke his bail condition. How do you expect the Nigerian government will
believe in second chance again? You don't believe in second chance, right?
America, you there. America, you are in there. It will not happen. Let's state the fact. Let's state the fact. Don't say this. Your European people didn't break their bail. And you encourage them. You are telling.
I'm asking you a question. No, don't go America. I'm asking you a question. So you don't believe in second chance?
It's not about believing in second chance. This is not logic. Okay. This is fact. This is rule of law.
Cannot answer the question.
I don't want you to instigate. I don't want you to instigate some kind of interest of people's mind, like they are holding him back because of it. Let us see what is really holding him back. This is the first time they are holding him, and this is happening. Yes, everybody can say yes, release this guy. He was once released, and he broke his base condition and he escaped with his life, that is in court. If the court decide what the Nigerian state did is wrong, then they can clear that out and they can ask for a second bail. But saying this on the public space is wrong. I'm not happy.
The Igbo you are talking about, do you know they went for a purpose of killing Igbo?
So let's forget about killing. That's what they went to for the Kanu. They went to
if they have killed Igbo now, this one you are saying the condition is not same thing. They wanted to kill Nnamdi Kanu escape. They wanted to kill. Is that the way a country should function? Are you saying that is the way a country should function?
That's Nigerian problem.
So that's Nigerian problem. So Nnamdi Kanu deserves to be killed in his house by Nigeria.
Hold on. Nobody's killing Nnamdi Kanu. Is there?
So what are you talking about?
What are you saying?
So
is not correct.
Igbo deserves to be killed in his house.
Adalkoko, let me land.
What are you talking about?
Let me tell you what I'm talking about. This I will challenge you 100 times. See, Igboho and Nnamdi Kanu, they went there. Of course, we understand Nigerians. Even when they arrest Sowore, if he said it was the Yoruba that led the squad, and he said if he had made any silly move, the guy would have shot him. He said it with his own word. Am I lying? He had to comply with them, right? Then they handle him or whatever they did to him. Thank God he came out with his life. You think the order they gave them to go and arrest Sowore was to bring him alive? They gave them both actions, both order. If you resist, shoot him. They gave them that same order they got for Igbo and not the Kanu, and they were smart enough to escape with their life. We know that for a fact. But Igbo is in Benin Republic. He's not saying anything to Yoruba nation right now. He's keeping his cool. He's minding his bill. Sowore was there. He's keeping he kept his cool and he's out. Today we're applauding Sowore. He beat all the condition and he's out. Now you are instigating people now to release the country. If he can release, it's okay. But they have released him before and he jumped his bail. What we would have said, we will be saying now, is to encourage the Nigerian government to speed in the court case. So that the judges, if they release him, let them detain him.
Why did he jump bail?
Why did Igbo escape Lagos?
No, why did Nnamdi Kanu?
They went for him. We understand they went for him. But he broke his bail. He was supposed to be in court. He didn't show in court, and they sent the military after him, which is wrong.
Hold on. If you are the one in Nnamdi Kanu's shoe, and you came after you, won't you jump bail?
Listen.
Answer that question. Answer that question.
Listen, I'll answer your question.
Won't you jump bail?
Listen what I just said. The same thing that happened to Igboho, Sowore happened to Nnamdi Kanu.
Forget about Igboho, Nnamdi Kanu. Answer the question direct. Answer the question.
Listen. I'm answering you correctly. I'm answering you correctly. Anybody will escape.
Exactly.
Anybody will escape. But that is not a yardstick for you to start.
That's not a yardstick for you to be there and die. What do you mean?
Listen.
No. That's enough, man.
Don't speak for emotion.
No. What do you mean emotion?
Listen, Grand, listen. If it's not a yardstick, then the case won't be in court. Do you know the kind of case he has in court?
So what do you mean? So somebody is coming for you, you will stay there and say, oh.
It's a human instinct. That's a normal human instinct. When you see gunshot, you will run. You're not a robot. You hear gunshot, you will run.
So it's good. It's better for you not to have that instinct. You stay there and get killed.
Who said? Did I say you should stay there and get killed? I said anybody will escape. That is argument in court. He ran because of his dear life, and the case is in court. And when they clear that case, if they clear the case, he win. Then Nigeria will apologize. If he doesn't win, that's a Nigerian problem. But what we are saying, what we should be saying right now, what we should be saying is to pressure the Nigerian government. They should speed that case up. Why they're detaining him? If they're going to sentence him, let them sentence him. They're going to release him. Let them release him instead of keeping the guy there. And it's because of keeping him there, it's causing fractions in the east. We are talking here now, and people in the comment section are talking. Ask how many people in the east from this comment section. How many people chatting from the east in the comment section? They should raise up their hand. I think there will be no hand. Everybody here is talking from abroad or Lagos or Abuja. Do you know what's going on in the east? So much horror is going on in the east. And we just, when somebody try to say things to bring peace, we say, you're a saboteur, you hate Igbo. Nobody hate Igbo. Nobody like what is going on in that place. But let's speak what will bring solution. Somebody spoke to Soludo, gave him this idea, and he went with the idea. Fine, I'm not saying what he did it's not good. But I said, we only look for a short-term solution. We should try and look for a long-term solution. If tomorrow, if this move Soludo make today and tomorrow and next week, and the killings in Anambra and it does not stop, what does that tell you? It will be a wasted effort. Let's think and think better.
You can only do your best, man. You can only try the best you can.
Yes, you have one shot in life and you make it better. Not all this saying. See, if you cannot make a press statement from the DSS, Soludo is as good as nothing in the government seat in Anambra. Take it. And IPOB and ESN, I've said so many times, they're not in control of ESN. So why would Soludo go and say Nnamdi Kanu for ESN problem? Soludo should go and say Nnamdi Kanu for IPOB problem, not ESN.
Just like what one man said, by the time he makes that announcement, now you know. You do not need Nnamdi Kanu to make that announcement. The DOS, the ESN have made announcements so many times. They have come on air to debunk every action that happened. Even right now, for me, anyone that is seen moving around, trying to disrupt anything in the East,
how can a chief security officer of a state will go and meet somebody to be taking permission to have a peace in his own state? There is not fit to be there. It's not fit to be there. Let's say the facts. This that is happening in Anambra, particularly, I don't say Imo. What's going on in Anambra from security information is from the aristocrat there, pressuring that space. Not even IPOB or ESN. Just big transporters, the one doing what is in your hand.
World Peace.
So we should not be saying all this.
So World Peace. So the reason why he jumped bail does not matter to you.
Why are you putting me this corny question now?
No,
Your corny question is this.
I'm asking you. It doesn't matter to you.
Anybody will run. Any human being will run,
including yourself, right?
It's the case is the court. Don't why are you not saying why the people they kill go house? Why they go run and still you're still arrested you are backing your own. You are sending somebody else to go and put fire on his own. Why are you doing things like that?
I'm just asking you a question.
That's not a good question. For real, that's not a good question. I try not to be tribal in this. I just try to speak the truth. Try to say the way it is. You are saying you are pressuring Igbo to do this and do this. Why Igbo not doing that? Doing that?
You have to balance your.
Yeah, I'm balancing it. If you go and work and use the due legal process, let Nnamdi Kanu use due legal process too, and let peace reign. Nobody like violence.
You have to balance this thing. That's what I'm telling you. I'm not saying you should not speak. I'm saying the reason.
Yes, I'm balancing. Just what I said. I said what Igbo people should do. You should pressure the Nigerian government to speed in that case. That's a court case up. Because I don't see any reason they are keeping that guy there. If you want to send that guy, they send him. If you want to release him, they release him. The boy is in their court. But using that guy as a political dice is unfair. Two wrongs cannot make it right. If the country is already wrong, then the government should not make their own self wrong too. But you're saying now that you're releasing the Kanu, but no, it's wrong. All this narrative is wrong. People are not saying that to Shore and Igbo and all that. You have your own too there. And you are looking for the best plan to get your Yoruba nation. Then you are telling somebody else to go back. Have you ever seen anywhere that just build a nation? It's never. It's diplomacy.
So
look at Ireland. They just got their highest. Not Ireland. Just got their highest vote now to control that space.
So government should not listen to their people, right? But government should not listen to the yearning and the call.
I did not say government should not listen to the yearning. You should. The Igbo leaders should go to the right channel and look for pressure the right space. If they are pressuring the government to speeding this court case up, that would make more sense than going to the government to tell government to give them Nnamdi Kanu. Of course, you and I know that we will not give them Nnamdi Kanu because they gave them
government?
And he messed up.
Which government?
Is Nigeria not a state?
All right, gentlemen, we're coming up to the 2-hour mark, but we'll extend it just for a few more minutes, just so we capture all the voices. I was trying to contain it, but sometimes I don't even have the it's just the passion. You see, these are important matters that we discuss here, and you can hear it in just how strongly people hold their views. A lot of people disagree with your views, world peace, but Adebisi Adedonyi is not one of them. He or she super chats to say, world peace, you are 100% correct. So 100% correct, at least according to APC's ears. So round of your thoughts on that space, Grant. Then I'll go on to Ajanle Koko, Samples, Thomas, and then War Peace, and then we'll shut it down. But now we just have like about 20 and a bit minutes to go. So War Peace, Grant, your round of your thoughts on that space, yeah.
Yeah, so I think what Soludo did is good. You know, trying to bring peace, no matter how that peace is going to come. He's doing it, you know, well, the way he feels he can. I know it might not be, you know, something that could happen straight away, but we know how things are done. You do it gradually, and you know, take it step by step, and you get there. So hopefully, things will get better. That's what you're working towards that peace. So the way to get that peace is a step-by-step process. So that's what I think, and that's what he's doing. And then I hope it works out for him at the end of the day. Yeah, someone else can have the floor here. Thanks.
Oh yeah, brilliant. Good to hear from you, Grant. So let's come to you then, Ajanle Koko, and the sort of because he went to canvass for votes in Kaduna, and they seem to endorse him. But then one of them then just caught him and the governor off guard by standing up to propose then that Tinubu should adopt El Rufai as his running mate. So the Muslim ticket is something, pardon me, the Muslim ticket is something that Nigeria will recoil from. But if there were circumstances that would allow for a Muslim ticket, would that El Rufai be the best option for Tinubu to adopt as his running mate, has been proposed, Ajanle Koko?
Muslim ticket will not be good for their party. It's not going to be good for their chances to win the next election. The country is so divided now along religious line, along ethnic line. The recent killing of that girl has sharply divided the country along religious line. So if we are a country, we are a secular country where the topmost position, number 1 and number 2, should not be Muslim. We have to balance it. We have traditional religion too. We don't even consider those one for anything. So we must promote a country that will accommodate everybody. So Muslim ticket, to me, I think it will energize the Christians across the country, particularly in the north, to come out and vote against them, because the criminality that is going on in the north, the killing of innocent people in the north, the burning of churches in the north are done by criminals that are perceived to be Muslim. So now to come out for a party, APC, to come out with Muslim ticket, I think it's not going to help them. We had it before during the Abiola time. The case of Abiola, we are not as divided as we are today. Back then, and Abiola personality was the one that won the election for Abiola then, because Abiola was a detribalized man. Abiola was a man that, you know, it doesn't religious consideration in anything it does not come to play at all. He is the man that was good to Christian, to Muslim, even to the traditional leaders, to everybody across the country. So everybody loved Abiola because he was very good to everybody whatsoever, Christian, Muslim. So that was what gave that up. So if some people want to refer to that time that, oh, we had a Muslim ticket in the past that won the election for us, that was Abiola was a different. That era was a different era entirely. So this time around, we are more divided. Again, back then, number of churches we have in Nigeria were not as much as we have it today now. So a number of Christians, the number of Christians, population of Christians grew maybe tenfold than what we had back then. So if Christians want to jump out and said, no, we are not taking this, I'm telling you, that is what is going to happen. And Christians all over the country will come out strongly and campaign strongly against that ticket. And I believe, and a lot of Muslims will join them as well. A lot of Muslims will join them as well. So that we don't want this. This is not the country we want. So a lot of Muslims from the South will join them that this is not the country we want, and they will vote against them. So it's going to be a bad ticket, and I'm not in support of it. Right now, as we are, we have to promote unity. We have to promote, candidate that we, bring coexistence of the people of that country. And the only way to choose it is to give everybody a sense of belonging, Muslim and Christian, so that we can see ourselves as one people and one country. So that's the way I see it.
All right, thank you, Ajanle Koko. So, Ajanle Koko, now, a lot of people have been asking for more actions from them, and they seem to be coming out now with a plan. Deborah Samuel, Christian Association of Nigeria directs all churches to hold nationwide protest. The protest will take place on the 22nd of May 2022 in the afternoon at 3 p.m. in every secretariat of the Christian Association of Nigeria nationwide, and not on the streets, in order to avoid further loss of lives. So protests now are being recommended, but then within the parameters, don't go past the gate. So this is the protest, but what are you making of it, Ajanle Koko?
Yeah, it's a good step in the right direction. At least they have to register their dissatisfaction to the killing of that young lady. And the decision taken by them to limit it within the premises of the headquarters of Kanu Association is a good decision as well, because if they go on the street, it's going to be hijacked. Criminal will set in. Some Muslim organization will come in as well to protest against them, and that could bring that could be disastrous. That could bring about loss of life, and we don't want that. So they don't want to allow criminals and some extreme Muslim Islamic association as well to jump on the street in opposition to them. That is why they did that. It's a good decision. But one thing that is very important is for them to come out in large group and express their dissatisfaction at the killing of that young lady, and that is what really matters. So it's a good plan as I see it, and they should just do it like that, all in the interest of peace, so that this Muslim against Christian and Christian against Muslim will not degenerate into conflict that will lead to killing of and loss of life. So it's a good plan. I support it. It is good.
All right, thank you, Ajanle Koko. So thank you, Ajanle Koko. Let me go on from you then, for reasons of time, because we're now really deep into time. Let me go on to Thomas and have him address that really controversial space of Soludo visiting Kanu to try to douse the tensions in the Southeast. So you've heard the arguments, but what is your position now, Thomas?
One man, thank you. For me, I'll be a bit different. I don't see anything for him visiting this guy. That is for my opinion. I don't see him visiting this guy. I don't think it changed anything to me. The best thing to him to visit the Aso Rock for the release of this guy. That's the best place to go. Visiting Kanu will not release Kanu from the detention. The most important thing now is for its release. That's the important thing. That is to me. Visiting Buhari, speaking to Buhari will be the most important thing. Visiting him doesn't change anything to me, because I don't see any changes in. That's my opinion. But visiting Buhari, visiting the big people that can speak to Buhari to release him will be the good thing. That is the move I would love him to do. But everything still boils down to, after releasing, what is the next thing? And I normally ask that question every time. After his release, what is the next thing? Will he go back to his old ways, or will turn a new leaf? We don't know about that. But visiting Buhari, soliciting for his release, could have been the best thing, one man.
What do you think the best thing would be for him if he was released? What should he do if he were to be released? If he was released today, what should he do?
You mean Nnamdi Kanu himself?
Nnamdi Kanu.
Yeah. For me, I don't see him as somebody that will keep quiet. He will go back to his old ways. That is my opinion. He will go back to his old ways. But I don't know. Maybe if they release him conditionally, if he can follow the terms and conditions, it could have been better. But I don't see him turning a new leaf. But he will go back to his old ways. That is my opinion. But if he will turn a new leaf, why holding him? If he will turn a new leaf, Nigeria doesn't have any problem with him. If he will turn a new leaf, they can even cancel all the charges against him. If we release you, you will stop this thing you are doing before, and you will let peace reign, and the Southeast will be peaceful. We will consider they should just adhere to his what he wants, equality, no marginalization of the East. That would be better. They will release him. But if we go back to his old ways, there will be another trouble. We will come back to another problem. The problem will resolve again if the problem were not dealt with from in a good way. That is my opinion.
All right. And El Rufai as a possible running mate for Tinubu, is this an idea that you align with?
No. F9. Why will they bring a Muslim ticket? Nah, it's not going to possible. People will say, we've done it before, but as Ajali Kukuradi said, Abiola time is different from now. Now we are more divided, more than any times in Nigeria. So Christian and Muslim ticket will be better. No, Southwest will not take it. The Southwest, the South will not take it. It's not going to fly. So if Tinubu will like himself, he should go to. I still like that Babache Lawa. I don't know why. Maybe I don't know. You can go with Babache Lawa or find another Christian in the north. They have countless of Christian in the north. They can vie for office, but flying Muslim and Muslim ticket is not going to fly. It will divide Nigeria more and more. But to douse the tension in the southeast, in the west, in everywhere in the Nigeria, Muslim and Christian ticket will be better. One man. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. And to world peace, that space that Thomas just left, El Rufai as a possible running mate for Tinubu. So first, they have to scale the hurdle of the Muslim ticket. But if they succeed in scaling that hurdle, is El Rufai even the best fit? What says you, world peace?
Okay. Thank you, one man. These politicians, they don't respect the citizens, the masses at all. I'll use PG. They don't see us finish. They really see us finish. You know, APC have their own problem. First of all, they are fighting to bring out a candidate that people will look above the party to vote for the person to retain their party. Now, Tinubu is going to bring a Muslim ticket. We are crying that we don't want Buhari. We are living a Muslim. We are living a Muslim regime, and you are coming again with a Muslim ticket. How would that work? That is just like of course they will rig it normally, fairly. That won't work. It won't fly. It won't make you get. It won't make you get a ticket first, the nomination first. But because they don't respect the masses, so they can do whatever they like. And again, Rufai is not a force in the north. It's not among the circles of Kabah that control the north, as you speak right now. Maybe his days might come, but not now. Rufai is just a secondary to in the Muslim Kabah. The primary Muslim Kabahs are still there, and Rufai is not even close to make that decision or to have that. Doesn't have that popularity to really drag that the northern space to give Tinubu the vote he really wants. So I don't see Rufai making a good VP for Tinubu, even though it comes to Muslim ticket. There are more better people there with better forces than Rufai. Yes, the governor. Yes, we understand he's a governor and he tried to create his own stand, but I don't think his stand is even more than Tumbawa's stand. Kosoko, how they call it, Kosoko, how they call that guy, you know. So I don't really see it. I don't really get it. I don't think Tinubu will fall for it too. So, but I don't know. But Tinubu presenting him is a no-no.
All right. And just Adebisi Adedoyin, it says Babache Lawal has a case in court, so he supercharged he or she supercharged.
Yes, Babache have a fraud case for
yeah, but who doesn't have a case in court?
Everybody has a case in court.
Everybody has a case in court now.
Oh, they have a court case, you know?
Who doesn't have a court case?
The normal thing, the new normal now.
Is Peter Obi not with the FCC on Pandora?
Yeah, it's like if we don't have a court
case, doesn't have court case, so
wait. It's like if you don't have a court case in Nigeria, you won't get a nomination. They will not vet you. You're not qualified to run for any position. You have to have a court case for you to have a qualification to vote to run any position in Nigeria.
All right.
Solely should wait till Fayemi leaves office. You will know whether you have court case or not.
I'm pretty sure he will have a court case. There's nobody that doesn't have a court case. But thank you. I'm very briefly on the Khan protest, and then we'll wrap up. So yes, just a short comment on that.
Yeah, that Khan. I said it yesterday that Khan should do a counter protest, but now they are coming to their senses. But they say no deal is better than a half deal. This one you want to protest in the secretariat is like a joke to me. It's better that they just do anything than they are protesting in the secretariat.
You know, it's no different from saying you want to. Hold on. Sorry, carry on.
What is carry on?
Okay, so I don't understand when you say you want to protest. I want to. How will I say it now? How will I say it? Which word would I use?
I said they should call it seminar.
I don't understand. You want to go cut your hair, but you want to go to barber salon. How will you get your hair cut? I don't understand. You want to protest, but in the secretariat, how many people will how will see your protest? What's the meaning of protest? Protest means in open space and air your view. You are inside the room. Protest inside the room. I've never seen what they do, what they call inside room protest before.
First, Nigeria breaks the record again. You are protesting from your living room. That one must go, but inside your living room. Inside your parlor.
We not sure the Muslim fanatics will not go that build and burn them all alive there.
Look at that. And then they were trying to break into your secretariat to come and protest against you. In Nigeria.
I don't understand.
No man, are they not protesting in their room? At the northern now, are they protesting in their room?
Don't worry.
Are they protesting at all?
It's a joke.
No, they're not even protesting, they are rioting. So it's a difference.
The difference. Like Jake we say, Nigeria's a joke, man. Nigeria's a joke. It's a joke. Khan is a joke.
I'm telling you, one man, it's a joke. It's a joke.
They are just expressing they are peace-loving people. They don't want to jump.
They should do it online. It's better than
You
doing inside the
don't
room.
know.
Do it online. We'll see it.
People that make that decision, they are very reasonable because they know these criminal fanatics will surely come out to counter them, and
But
that will
Ajaliko, they
result
should
in
not call it
opposition.
protest. They should not call it
Huh?
protest.
No,
Protest
it's a
is
protest.
displeasure in the
No,
streets.
yes, it's a protest. It doesn't matter the way you want to.
No, I disagree with you.
We'll go and look at the meaning of protest. Protest is when you gather people together and they're showing placard and they are expressing some opinion. That is what the protest means. So it doesn't have to be that they have to be marching on the street or marching on long distance that we make it a real protest. They are protesting and they tell you why they want to limit it within the confine of their headquarters. I mean, we should just comment them instead of shouting and saying that they not do. If they don't do anything now, you people will be shouting and say, "Oh, they are lazy." They're trying to.
They call it meeting.
So,
They are meeting.
Yes,
it's a protest when they carry placard.
meeting. How
When
you
you
have
see
placard
large
your meeting?
people,
they should call it a fellowship. A
Call it
fellowship.
a fellowship meeting for insecurity and a placard. We don't go kill, we don't go break.
well, leave them alone. They call it protest. Leave them alone with their protest.
All right,
Yeah,
gentlemen.
joke, man.
They're joke, man. Yeah, unbelievable. I'm telling you one man. About thank you, gentlemen. I really must go. My son is already throwing tantrum, so let me go pay him attention. So, guys, I'll leave it there. Carry conversation on within the comment section over here. I say peace. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to everyone. Yeah.
All right. Bye-bye.